Sunday. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Watson now to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now Drake. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Throwing now is Mahomes. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A beautiful fake. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year. In the divisional round, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3, Texans 0.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Houston set to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run with Drake. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Chiefs offense set to go.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Mahomes got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and now it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes on target to Watkins for a KC first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes.
A quick slant to Hill.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. It's caught left side by Cooks.
1st down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. 3rd and long, it's Watson.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now here comes Kansas City. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs' offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. From the gun, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. From the 41, Watson. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity. I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And here comes the Texans now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Chris Jones on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Right back to Drake. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
KC's offense ready to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Watson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Running, it's Drake. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now to return, this is David Johnson.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Watson. He finds his target. Fuller. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Man open left side, it's Williams. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And the Texans first down.
From the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the gun, Watson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. On the toss, Drake going left. Sheds another. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground with Drake.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now here comes Kansas City. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here's Ty Long now
as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Spinning away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Watson and the Texans now down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
7 yards, the pickup there.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. The start for them near full. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Runs through the contact. Being chased out left and out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Chiefs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffer their 4th loss so